Hi, I'm Anna Carson, a kinesiologist from Damara Wellbeing Kinesiology. Now, I wanted to do a quick video for a question that I get asked all the time from new clients, and that is, what is kinesiology? So I thought I'd pop on and just try and explain it a little bit more. Kinesiology is really about using muscle testing to gain feedback from your nervous system or your subconscious. So I muscle test like this using the muscle of my finger, and I'm tuning into the energy of my client. So whether that is in person or whether it's over the internet on Zoom, I'll tune into the energy of my client and I will use muscle testing to then access their subconscious. And what are we doing is really seeing, okay, so what is a stress to the body? So when I muscle test, if it's an unlock, which is like this, it means whatever I am stating is a stress to the body. So it might be, I don't know, say bananas. So bananas, okay, bananas are a stress to the body. If it's a lock, then it's not stress, it's not relevant to whatever it is that we're working on, and so I can dismiss it. And I have loads of lists and references and books and stuff that I test through. And so what I'm really doing, I see myself as a detective. I am looking to try and piece together the picture that the subconscious hasn't been able to do, hasn't been able to kind of put together itself, because our body always wants to heal. So if we cut ourselves, we don't have to say, okay, I'd like to heal this cut and look at it. Our body will just automatically do that for us. And so that's on a physical level. But on an emotional level, it's the same. If we can heal from things that we've experienced or whatever, then our subconscious will do everything it can to do that. However, we go through experiences or we have physical symptoms that we can't heal ourselves. And physical symptoms are generally a message from the body anyway of something emotional going on. So my job as the detective is really to say, okay, so what is it that you're experiencing at the present? And that might be physical symptoms, it might be emotional stuff going on for you, it might be thought patterns that are coming up, or a sense of feeling stuck, or anger, or something like that. And I say, okay, so this is what you're experiencing. What is behind that? What is causing that? And so using muscle testing, I then look and piece that puzzle together for the subconscious. Excuse me. So when the subconscious hasn't been able to heal, it's kind of put it aside in like an unresolved file, and it's always kind of churning around. It's like a program in the background running on your computer. So it's taking energy. And so, like I said, as we piece things together, we pull stuff out of the unresolved file, we piece it together, and then the subconscious go, okay, this is what's happened. Okay, I can understand this now. Now I can start to heal. So I'm not a healer. I would never call myself a healer, because it's the client that always does the healing for themselves. But what I do is I facilitate that healing. So I, like I say, piece the puzzle together, help them with, maybe there's some energy that's needed or resources or whatever, to piece it all together so that their subconscious can do the healing. And then at the end of the session, what we'll do is we've put the picture together, is then I'll often do a correction. Now that will be something like an eye tracking. Now an eye tracking is where we move the eyes in a certain pattern. And this is joining parts of the subconscious, or parts of the brain, into a different pattern. And so when somebody says, when somebody's lying because they look in a certain direction, there's an element of truth in that, in the fact that when we look in a certain direction, we're accessing a certain part of the brain. So the eye trackings that we do are really connecting those in a certain order to create change. And what we're doing with the eye tracking is we're creating a new neural pathway. So how I like to explain it is, imagine there is a road, and this is the road that we've always gone down. So it's, it's whether it's the same thought pattern, the same behavior, or the same physical symptoms that we've experienced. After the kinesiology session, it's like putting in a roundabout and a new road, a faster road, a more efficient road. And so we're not taking away the old road. And so there will be times when you go down this old road. However, when we come to the roundabout, we're always going to have that choice. And we can then decide whether we go. And this is on a subconscious level. we decide whether we go down the new road. But as we travel that new road more and more, the old road becomes more overgrown, and so we're less likely to use it. And this is how we create a new neural pathway, a new way of doing things, as we remove the blocks or the fears that we have held from previous experiences. So I hope that explains a little bit about what kinesiology is. Yeah, do pop in the comments any other questions or any other thing that you'd like to have me explain about it, because it can be quite daunting when people, if you don't know what it is. But I hope this has been helpful. Thank you.